Crawford so-called fighting Charlo is nothing but a distraction. You know, if anything, it's like that whole, you ever been in a situation, you know, where maybe your friend was getting confronted by somebody that you knew that they couldn't beat. So you wanted to step in and have a problem with them before they actually had a problem with the person that you was trying to protect. That's exactly what's going on with Charlo. You know, nobody got to speak up for Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a grown man. If you feel Errol Spence will spark Terence Crawford, then that's how you feel. But first, let's talk about why Charlo even feels that way. Well, number one, we all know that Charlo believes that Errol Spence is better than him. Okay? He's already said that. Matter of fact, when he's comparing himself to give himself pats on the back, what does he do? Ask Errol Spence how hard I hit. You know what I'm saying? I train with Errol Spence, this, that, and third. Charlo don't believe he's better than Errol Spence. So when Terence Crawford is flexing on Errol Spence, it's also flexing on him because he believes he is under him. He can entertain the fight, fighting Terence Crawford because he's in another weight class. Just think about this. Terence Crawford, now he has to entertain the fact that y'all want him to go up to 154. You know, once again, this is a guy who's coming up in the weight class, and people in the weight class don't want to fight him, so they asking him to go up to go fight Charlo. What does that sound like to you? It's remnants of Andre Ward. Can't get the Triple G fight. Why don't you go up and fight Kovalov and all that other stuff? Man, that's what it is. It ain't nothing but one big ass distraction. And Charlo believes that Errol Spence is a better fighter than him. Okay, so flexing on Errol Spence is flexing on him at the end of the day, and he know that. Okay, he feels some kind of way about that. He also feels the need to protect this man. You know, he also feels the need to protect this man. Meaning, when has Errol Spence ever done what Charlo is trying to do for him right now? You know, that's the same thing that I say, man. You can always pick some weakness when how people move, man. How are people talking about or even entertaining a Charlo and Terence Crawford fight when Charlo and Errol Spence got the same damn boss? They both work for Al Haymon. What makes you think if there's no motion in that fight, what makes you think it's going to be motion in this fight and they both sit behind Al Haymon? That don't make no sense. Listen, you just running people for one giant runaround. You know what I'm saying? That's all you doing is wasting time and trying to distract and disperse shit. Because at the end of the day, Charlo don't pick his fights. Just like Errol Spence does not pick his fights. Who's stopping us from getting this fight is the promoters between Bob Arum and Al Haymon. Bob Arum has already made it clear he'll put Terence Crawford out there to fight whoever he got on his roster. The holdup is Al Haymon. Well, Charlo works for Al Haymon. So what makes you think if you can't get that fight made with Errol Spence, what makes you think that fight can get made with Charlo? Exactly. It can't get made. So this whole conversation is one big giant ass distraction. You feel me? Bruce Vane, I'm out.